A similar concept has been proposed by cognitive scientist Donald Hoffman.
Whatever reality is, you don't see it. You see a user interface. There's this whole new world beyond space-time that is making explicit symmetries that are true of the data that cannot be seen in space-time.
If we extend this thought experiment to hypothetical higher dimensional beings, say those existing in the fourth dimension, these entities would likely capture a 3D snapshot of their surroundings. It might look like a 3D hologram inside their brains, which would then be processed to construct a perception of the 4D world around them. But this is not just about raw perception. With a higher dimension comes an expanded perspective, which opens doors to a deeper comprehension of reality. A higher level being might have an all-encompassing view of our 3D world and perceive time as another navigable dimension. And just like in our twin analogy, Bob, who is in a higher level of understanding of Ace's timeline, is like having a bird's-eye view of the whole maze so far. They can quote-unquote see the future of lower-level beings and perhaps guide them towards specific outcomes. But it's not because they have mystical powers, it's more about being able to see the full view of the landscape of time, suggesting a full view of the events that lies ahead. So my question now, are you ready to ascend to these higher framework of thinking? Diving deeper into the concept of these multiple time, let's explore what reality might be like for a being in the beta dimension. This beta entity perceives time quite differently from how the alpha being does, simply because beta has experienced the previous time. Imagining beta existence is like watching a movie on DVD or Netflix. You see, movies that you watch in cinema, they're being played at roughly 24 frames a second, scene by scene, in a linear time. You cannot fast forward or skip any part. However, it's not the case with the beta entity. They can fast forward or rewind to specific scenes of their life, ones that they find enjoyable. They can relive the moments, different events, moving in a non-linear progression through their timeline. End, beginning, and middle. Or in any order for that matter. I hope this reminds you of something. The Interstellar's Tesseract scene. It's a perfect example of the beta dimension. Cooper, within the multidimensional construct of the Tesseract, has the ability to access any point in time within a specific location, his daughter's bedroom. He's not merely watching these moments unfold linearly like an alpha entity, he's actively able to jump around within the timeline of the room's history. In fact, he can choose any specific event that he like, in which order and how many times. Coming back to our point, this beta dimension is a massive leap from the linear time perception of hypothetical alpha beings like us. We are moving through reality, at one Planck time at a time. Since we're talking about a deeper understanding of reality, what does it take to really see the bigger picture? Perhaps more than just the ability of beta to fast forward through time and relive different moments. For that, we need to step one dimension higher, to a dimension we would call gamma. Imagine a world where every moment of existence, every decision, every twist and turn of your life is laid bare before you. You're no longer inside the simulation, no longer merely interacting with it. Instead, you're an outsider looking in, and you hold the entire chronology in your grasp. This is the reality of gamma. In a sense, a gamma entity perceives all the sequences of beta's timeline simultaneously. This enhanced level of consciousness transcends the simple progression of moments, allowing for an all-encompassing observation of the entire film strip of time, even before that chronology is being played out. A profound question arises. What if you could access such a hypothetical dimension? Well, at this level, you don't just live through life moments.